we're in the sewing method of this. I don't know why this thing kind of just showing everything up. I want it to focus here. So I almost pushed my phone. For you guys to see the shit. Okay. Just have to come back again. Yeah. Welcome everybody, welcome back. So today we are going to be stitching up the span that we started. Okay, so I will have to stitch it now. We hope that we'll be able to I will actually do so. Okay, so we're actually hoping that we're going to be able to finish off this span today because we have not cut the waistband, and we are still going to go ahead and cut the waistband, blah blah blah. So all those things. First of all, this is the pan we cut yesterday on my live stream. If you're not my live stream, you can kindly go ahead and follow it up. So I have this up to stitch today. All right. So since the leftover fabric, I want to use it to make a top. So I told her that maybe it's not going to be enough if I cut the pocket from this. So she said I should, if I have another material, let me just make an inner pocket. So I'm going to be making an inner pocket for this project. So first thing, let's just keep that aside. Now we have the pant that we did cut yesterday, and we're going to have to stitch it up today. Remember, this is a baggy pant. I don't know if I'm using my both phones. I should have shown you the video of the pants. Okay, it's kind of like this huge baggy. It's not really baggy, but it's wide legs. Okay, so first thing we're gonna do is to go ahead and pin up the crotch of the front because we're gonna start with that part. Pin that up. We're gonna stitch it up. Okay, we're gonna have to stitch that up. This afternoon we stitch the kimono or the pants. Now we stitch up the I say maybe it's gonna be too wide, but anyway, it's okay. So I'm just gonna have to go ahead pin and pin. Now after pinning, what I'm gonna do is to go ahead, I'll stitch. Okay, I'm gonna stitch like this, about 3/4 inch. Okay, 3/4 inch in what I'll do the same thing to the other piece. You can see the material, right? If you don't want yours to be this wide, go ahead and reduce that up. I just feel like it's too wide, but anyway, it's what it is. So it's too wide because I have to plate this up here, and so let's do the stitching. So I'm going to be stitching up the crotch of pleats of the pants, like I said, about 3/4 inch. Let's start the back stitch. I make sure I remove my pin before getting closer to my everything up, and then to connect it up, right? So we just done stitching that part up. I'm gonna have to go ahead now and zigzag that up with the longest stitch, even though I did not zigzag the other piece. I do set at 4. Hi, why are you coming out, my friend? It's wrap. Okay, so I'm gonna. What am I doing here, Anita? Pull that out. Yay. Sorry about that, guys. Pull. Finally. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna just overlock. Normally I'm supposed to overlock this separately, or even trim up the excess before. So the same thing here. Let me first of all go ahead and overlock. I have scissors on my neck, but so we're gonna have to put it back the way it was before. Then move now to straight stitch. And stitch 1 inch. Okay. Now that we are done, and I have to come here, move our machine aside, go ahead and also pleats. So this is the move on this side of it. This is showing the front. Okay, and open that up. That's it. So I thought I saw a chalk here. So this is what we have. Our total waist is, this is the wrong waist is what? Was it? The waist is, the tiny waist is 27. 27 divided by 2. Okay, so gonna say dita. The tiny waist is the waist is where's the waist? Yeah, of course. So we're gonna have to just come here like this and check. The round waist I'm working with is 27. 27 divided by 4 is gonna give me 6.075, almost 7 inch, but not 7 inch. So I'm just marking those points up for you to get an idea. So I just come here and I'll do the same thing. 6.075, almost 7 inch, but not 7 inch. So this is what we have. So this is what we have, okay, to be pleated. But we also have to leave our 1 inch for the joining of the side seams up together. So I'm just going to come here like this and mark up that 1 inch. So the total what we have here is about 6 inch. So we want to create at least 2 pleats. Want to create at least 2 pleats. You can either choose to go ahead now, take the nipple to nipple, okay? So you can either choose to take the nipple to nipple, whatever you have on your nipple, you mark that up, or you can just go ahead and do it like I'm going to be doing. So, like I said, whatever we have to pleat this up so that it should have that her waist measurement, half of her waist measurement. So now you can either choose to bring up your pleat this way, or you can either choose to go it up at the side. So first of all, you can do a pleat. So I said what we have is about 6 inches, meaning that 1 pleat. So let me just go ahead. I'm going to come here like this. I'll just mark up this point. Let's just say I'm going to mark 3.5 inch. Okay, so I'm going to come here like this and do 2. Then I'm going to come here and also do another 2, and then we also do another 2. So we want to be able to pleat this so that it should fit on the waist. Okay, just do it up like this, and let's see what we have there. You want to make sure that whatever you should have should be her round waist divided by 2. So I'm just pleating this part up. Okay, then let's see, we pick this part up, join it up here. Once you're sure that whatever you have is around waist, okay, once you're sure that whatever you have is around waist, right, you go ahead and use that off. So I'll just pin this part like this. Let's see, what I have there is around waist, 1/4, this is here. Then I also have some 2 extra inch, meaning that we can still go ahead and make the pleat a little bit bigger. So you should have just 1 inch at the side. So I'm just going to go ahead and bring this up, right? So you make sure that whatever should have to be okay. What I have there is about 7 inch. Note to the fact that I'm still going to press this up, okay? I have about 9 inch here. Remember, we have altogether 8 inch. Due to the fact that I'm still going to press this up, we are going to leave it up like that. I have to press this up because you know this is an African print. Let's not be that by the time we stitch it and press it up and it's small. So we're going to do the same thing to the other side of it. Okay, so just the same thing we did to the this part, we're going to repeat it up like this. So just measure up whatever we have here in the pleat here. We left about 3.5 inch, which is the nipple to nipple divided by 2. So I'm gonna come nipple to nipple divided by 2, 3.5. Okay, then I did was it 2.5 or 3 inch? So we're gonna pick 1 pleat, bring it up here like this. Pick this other pleat and bring it up here like this. So I have something like this. we have something like this. This part is supposed to be like this. We're still going to press this up. So let me quickly go ahead and check whatever I have here. What I have there is, you see this part I pleated it, it was now is smaller than the other. What I have there is exactly 8 inch. This is 8 inch. Yeah, it's 8 inch. So I have to go ahead now and adjust this other part to be 8 inch. It shouldn't be 9 inch. What we have is 9 inch, while what I have there is 8 inch. So let me go ahead and adjust the other part. For the back, we're still going to do like this, but we'll be creating small clip for the back, because with the back part is going to have an elastic at the back. Okay, so like I said, you make sure that your pleats are facing both. You can choose to make them facing the side of it. Okay, it's up to you. So let's do this up. And just bring this up from here to here, like that. Okay, so and I'm gonna have to bring this up from here, cross check it. Okay, what I have there is 8 inch, which is good to go. I have my second pleat here. Okay, there's the other pin now. So I have my 8 inch. I have the round waist, which is the round waist divided by 2. This is our pleat for the front, right? So the pleat for the front. You can make your pleats a little bit. You can even bring them here, but it has just 2 pleats. For the pants, she showed me it has 2 pleats. So I'm going to do the same thing to the back. Then later on, the back is much wider because it's going to be having an elastic to it. Remember, always to press this up. Press it up before you go ahead to start doing anything. And we're going to be adding up the side pocket to this pan. So for the back, you can see this is what I have for the back. So what I have for the back is much wider than what I have for the front, because the back is going to be having an elastic. We're not adding zipper to it. So the round waist I'm working with is 28. Is it 28 or no, 27? 27, okay? So if you check what I have there like this, this is about 25 just for the back. Okay, 25 just for the back. Why? Because it's going to be having an elastic to it. So we need to do it in such a way that, let me go ahead and press this part here. I'm not really liking the way this part is. So let me just quickly go ahead and press that up and come back. Let's continue from where we stop. My iron is already on, so don't worry. Okay, guys, I'm back. So I'm sorry. This is it. I just wanted it to that part of flat. See? Okay, so now we're gonna go ahead. Like I said, we'll be adding up elastic for the back. Okay, we're gonna be adding up elastic. Unless this part is straight now. So we're going to do the pleat, but for the pleat for the back, we're not going to be doing just 2 pleats, but instead we're going to be creating small pleats in such a way when we add the elastic. Now the elastic will just gather everything up, so the pleat of the back is not really going to pronounce like the one of the front. So Let me just measure up whatever I have. The total what I have there is 12.5 inch. We're going to be minusing 1 inch for the sewing around. So let's take whatever we have there, which is whatever we have. We're just going to go ahead from this point, the pleat of the back. So let's just say we're starting something like this. Let's do, no, 2.5 inch. 2.5 inch. We'll come here again and mark our 2.5 inch. But like I said, we want to create more pleats at the back. But those tiny ones, they're not going to be, but you're going to see what we will do actually. Okay. It is a back. So I'm thinking of something else. What is okay. This is okay. Okay. So guys, we're gonna go ahead and just mark for start of us 2-3 inch. And then we'll do 2.5 inch. We're gonna do 2.5 inch, 2.5 inch. Remember the pleat of the back is gonna be different. So I'm just gonna mark down my 1 inch, which is gonna be here. So we want to pleat it in such a way that it's gonna be half of the waist. It's gonna be bigger than half of the waist. So we're doing tiny little pleat. So I'm just gonna bring it up like that, in such a way that when we gather it, when we add up the elastic to it, it will just go in without having to worry about it. It will just kind of how can I explain it? So I'm just gonna bring this up. First, check what I have there at the back. You will see what I have referring to. The pleat is not really going to pronounce. So what I have there is about 8.5 inch. No, this is too small. 8.5 inch. So let's go ahead and readjust it. What I have there, I shouldn't have less than 9 inch. So I'm gonna do about pleat for 1/2 inch. I shouldn't have less than 9 inch because her hip need to pass through. If we're adding up a zipper here, I shall say okay, it's okay, but we're not going to be adding up any zipper. So to make sure that whatever I should have from the back should be on this. Okay, what we have there is 9 inch. Yeah, 9 inch. Yeah, making it 8 inch. All right. So we're gonna come here and leave about that point up. Remember, the pleat are supposed to be facing the both side. If you can make it face the other side, it's up to you. So I'm gonna just go ahead and bring this back up here like this and pick up those tiny pleats. And take note that we're going to be adding up inner pocket to it, but we're not going to be using the same material. We're going to be using something different because the material is not going to be enough for what you want to create. So you can see that, right? And you see what I've just done there. So I'm going to use another material to make the pocket. Luckily, it's an inner pocket. So what we have there is 8.5 inch. Okay. So what we have there, let's see if the round waist is 27. The round waist is 27, but her hip needs to pass through. 27 divided by 2. So this is what unfolded by 27 divided by 2. So you can see this is what we have more, which is going to be good. Right, so our hip will be able to pass through. So that's what we have now. we're quickly going to go ahead and stitch that up. After stitching, we'll try to press this up to maintain the pleats of it. But before we go ahead and stitch that up, let's save time by cutting up the waistband for this part, because the waistband are not going to be the same. Okay, so this is going to be waistband for this part is going to be 18-inch waistband, 18 inch for the back, while the front is going to be Have you ever seen somebody who likes to make good things but negotiate a lot for you? Negotiate a lot. So the front is 15.5 inch. Okay. So have you ever seen somebody? What I was saying that have you ever seen somebody who wants to make something very good, but will negotiate? You will tell her the price. She will negotiate. You will try to cut it in such a way that you just take it to somebody else. Okay, so we're going to be cutting 15.5 by, is it 18-inch or 19-inch? No, this is the shirt. So for this material, let me see, go ahead. 15.5. Too much talking. I forgot what is it. 19-inch, guys. I forgot what we had here. Too much talking. I forgot what I took. So yeah, 18-inch. Okay, by 15-inch. So I'm gonna check. This one is not gonna do anything. If you see the way I really manage all this fabric, I've never managed a fabric like this. I have never. So the elastic waistband I'm going to be adding to is 1 inch. I'm going to add just 1 inch of elastic. I wanted to add the finger size, but 1 inch of elastic is going to be. So this is the elastic I'm going to be using for the waistband. The waistband, okay. This elastic is it's not actually 1 inch. Let's say it's 1 inch. 1.1, okay, 1.1 inch. Okay, so we are cutting the band. First band is, remember, I'm just laughing at this girl. She wants to kill me. She will tell me to make, you see this thing like that, I'm still going to make a crop top with that one. So the first one is gonna be the waistband of 1 inch. 1 inch, right? But we need to add ½ inch to it. So making it 2 inch. So no, it's 1.1 inch. Okay, then I will add ½ inch for the sewing allowance, and then ½ inch again. So we're going to be cutting this part up. Let's just cut this up at 2 inch. 2 inch is going to be enough because I need to add fold ½ inch like this inward and ½ inch in. So let's see, that elastic is going to be 1.1 inch. Let's do this up. Like this. Let's see. So you're gonna see what I will do with the elastic. You see this one. I will cut this part up. So we'll just do that 18. I'm gonna cut the 18. Okay, 18 of waistband. I'll be adding leave adding up half inch. I mean, no, half inch, 1 inch. So 1 inch here and 1 inch here, making it 20 inch. 20 inch. Am I wrong? Remember, the second one is 15.5 inch. So this piece like this, I'm still going to make a crop top with that. Let's hope it is going to be more than enough. So that's what I have. I'm going to have to go ahead now. The front, I'll add a hemming gum to it. Right, so this part we're going to have to fold half inch like this from the right side, half inch inward like that, and press it up. Right, half inch and press. You can do another half inch and press, because this part is going to be for the front. One is going to be for the front. Remember, it's going to be a 15 by that. So the next one, what we want to do is just to go ahead and add up elastic to it. We're going to stitch like this. Just going to fold into two, fold into two, like that. Okay, you're cutting the elastic now. It's going to be, the elastic is supposed to be half of the waist, half of the waist. So the round waist working with is 27. 27 divided by 2 is going to give me 13 and half. So the elastic, I'm going to cut it at 13 and a half. But because this elastic is quite very stretchy, you see, right? It's very stretchy. Instead of cutting the elastic at 13 and a half, from that 13, I think I'm going to minus at least 1 inch, because I'll still be needing that 1 inch. I'm going to minus 1 inch from that. I added half inch more. So let's go ahead now and remember, this piece we have to join the elastic to it. So this part is going to be for the back. We have to add it up like this to the back. We have to add it up like this to the back and stitch. Okay, we add it up like that, then we'll add our pass elastic inside like this. When you pull it up, see now, it's elastic. So this other one, I'm just going to go ahead and add an interfacing to the front. This interfacing I bought yesterday was kind of too hard. It's not the one I really wanted. This stickable is too hard. So I wanted to buy the light one when I bought the medium. So I'm going to cut by 1 inch. Now I'm sure that I'm going to have to use something really colorful for us to see. So this is what I'm going to do. Okay, so the front is going to be 15 and a half, but interfacing needs to be shorter than that part. So I'm going to cut the interfacing. No, we'll go ahead and stick it up. Let's cut 15 and a half. 15 and a half and interfacing by 1 inch. 1 inch of band. The elastic was 1 inch, so we're gonna have to be the same. What I'm cutting is from 1.025. Okay. Then I have to go ahead and stick it up to I probably can say I'm big. Similar to the wrong side. Really the small side option. So I have an interfacing. I'm gonna have to just go ahead. As you can see, this band is quite longer. Okay, I'm gonna have to place it at the center, like this, right at the center of it. Not really at the center. Remember that one of it, what is that chalk? I always look at the chocolate. Okay. So the front was 15 and a half. Okay. What total we have there is about 20. So 15 and a half plus 1 inch. 15 and a half plus 1 inch. So this is 15 and a half plus 1 inch here. 15 and a half plus 1 inch, we're making it there, plus another 1 inch, making it 17 and a half. So the band we're just going to put this and cut this up like that. You can see I've left an allowance right there. So I'm going to have to place this up like this, right here, one side of it, and I'm going to press this on it. By the time I press this interface into it, I'm pressing the side that is blinging, that is shining, with the wrong side of my fabric. I'm pressing it at one side here. Then I'll just go ahead. I'm going to leave space here about 1 inch. Okay, like this. I'll just go ahead now and press it. It will stick to my fabric. Then I'll fold 1/2 inch at this end. I'll also press that up. Then I'll go ahead and press it up like this, but I'll not stitch it up. So let me go ahead and do so quickly and come back. Alright, guys, okay. That interfacing is not even sticking to this stuff. Why? Why are you refusing to? Yeah. Alright, so let's go ahead now. Try to create a pattern. I said we were going to press that up, but we need to stitch it up first of all. I know this is going to be a little bit too bigger than the elastic, but don't worry. So now let's go ahead and stitch this up. I'm gonna have to place right side facing right side. No, Anita. I'm gonna place it up like this and zigzag that up. So we're gonna stitch. First of all, what I'm going to do is have to add this up to here. Where's the back? Why is this part joining? This is the front. We're gonna have to add this part here like this to the back. Okay, we will join the band to it, join it up like that. So I'm just gonna have to stitch about half inch, let's just say 1 inch. The elastic is 1 point. Yeah, okay, the elastic is here. All right, so we want to make the elastic to really fit in the band. So I'm gonna stitch this part up, measure up from here. Okay, from here to here, let's see. Okay, I'm gonna have to come here, place this. Remember that I've not added a pocket. I'm going to add pocket to my this, but normally pocket is 1 inch. 1 inch away from the band, so no big deal. Hey, I will not be stitching anything here, and the thread is finished. Oh my goodness. It seems like I didn't really have a black thread. I just have to buy a new one. This is something I should have done. You remember that when you are stitching, you stitch and you're almost at the end. Why is this thing nasty like this? This fabric is coming out color. Woo! Thank God that I don't wash it. Thank God that I did not wash it. Just imagine that you wash it that white like that would turn. Like this, I had to look for it. That picture, look for it until this when I was transferring, moving out from the other house. Then I just saw it. So thank God. I have been searching for you. Where have you been, my friend? I have been searching for you a long time. Okay. We go back. From when we start, we go back. Come here. Back stitch. Let's see, it's even bigger than 1 inch. That's okay. Okay, now when I have to trim all the excess that I don't need right there because I have to zigzag that part. You can do it the other way around, you can add it the other way around, it's up to you. So my tiny pleats, as you can see, we have the tiny pleat right there. Right, so I have to go ahead now and just, I wanted to zigzag. Let me just go ahead and zigzag because I'm just like this, I don't know what this. Zigzag. So this part is not really okay. Now that I have zigzag, go ahead now, cut and trim up the edges. And come here and also do the same thing. Okay, now that we are done doing so, want to go ahead, put this inside like this, just fold it inside like this. As you can see, we'll top stitch right there. Okay, top stitch on it. Set it, but I'm still on zigzag stitch. Top stitch right there. Okay, now that we have top stitch, grab our elastic. I don't know where I have a safety pin right now, or even as even the hook that I used to have there. Safety pin right there. We're gonna pin and just grab. Okay, let me move this so that you guys will be able to see. This is the back. Before you can go ahead now, press this pin up so that at least it should maintain the shape, right? But we're going to do that later. As you can see, can you see? So I'm gonna have to pass this up inside. The finger is kind of pinning. You can make your band bigger. I wanted to make the band bigger, but I said to myself, since you want to put a crop top, let me know, come and make something at the end of the day. Will not be enough. You can see, right? You have to put it so you get to the other side of it. Making sure that the elastic should not wrap inside. Okay, just pull back. I almost pull up all the elastic. Okay, I'm gonna hold this elastic here like this. My finger like that now. I'm gonna make sure that the elastic is not wrapped inside, okay? Everything should be straight. Now, I'm telling you that I want to make sure that the elastic is not wrapped inside. This is like so we have just elastic. What I want to make sure to do is, I always do this is, I'll just run a straight stitch on the elastic so that at the time they pull it up, it's not going to be wrapped, okay? So I'm going to run a straight stitch right there on it. Can see? Can see, right? It's giving. I will run a straight stitch on it. Do you think that the elastic is going to wrap inside? put the elastic like this, pull it when you want to run that straight stitch. Make sure you pull it up. You can even run 1, 2. I'm going to run 1 straight stitch in the middle. Oh no, let me do 2. Make sure the time I stitch, I pull. There was no pin there. Why? I just get upset and leave the elastic like that. This one I have started broken my needle like this. Needle was 90. 90. This one is bent already. One ten. Anyway, so this is 130. Oh God. I don't know. I'm just gonna have to leave the elastic up like that because it's not broken the needle like this. Okay, I really have to spin it out. What has joined together, Leno asunder. You see what I was struggling to do? Do you think I should leave the elastic like that or what? I'm gonna have to just leave the elastic up like that. I'm not gonna stitch the elastic again because this one that I started breaking on my needle, I just hit it when you're trying to do something. I always like to just hold this elastic from the inside. This way it's not going to, anyway, maybe because this one is half, I don't think it's going to. So guys, finally I'm not going to be stitching the elastic. If you come and say, okay, just run a straight stitch on it, I think I can run it, but now let's leave it up like that. Let's leave it up like that. Sorry for wasting your time again. With elastic. Now let's bring up the front. I'm gonna leave the elastic up like this. That's the only thing I can do. Okay, let's bring the front. Remember I said we're still going to add up the pocket to it. And the best time for you have to go ahead, iron up pleats a bit, so that it should stay together. So this is the idea we have. This side has an interfacing, you're adding it to the outside of it. So the idea for us to just go like this. Come here. The interfacing is not being really sticky. I just hope that by the time I'm done with it, everything will be good. Will stick. Now on the outside. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to have to come here. I made this band longer. You know why? Because I have to come like this. Bring this side up. Even though I did not press it up, but this is what I'm going to do. So let's just assume I'm having about 1 inch. And I have about fold about 1 inch here, like this. The idea for us to do is to, I'll just pin. This is my 1 inch that I'm going to be stitching this part up from here. Because no one leave me at work today. I set this part. Okay, let's do it this way. The interfacing part is supposed to be facing outward, not inwards, because sometimes by the time you get in contact with the skin, can be itchy. So to avoid it from being itchy, stick the interfacing facing the inner part. See the way I've just placed it, right? By the time I flip it, it's going to be from the right sides of the pants. So I have something like this. I have something like this. Where that one be? I want to make sure I have at least enough allowance here. 1 inch. Here. I have something like this. Sorry guys, it's taking time, longer than unexpected, but it's what it is. Okay. The idea for us to do is, I don't know, I keep on stitching, taking this part. But our idea was to join this side like this, join it up, bring it up like this, so that at least by the time we join it up like this on that 1 inch, okay? Bring it up like this. Let me be stressing out myself. Join it up from here. By the time we flip this up, so the idea is I'm gonna have to just come here, fold this over, you stitch here. That's gonna look neat. But this one, that this thing is not sticking to it, we're gonna do it the normal way that we know. So let's go ahead and stitch that part up rather than wasting time. Remember that we are still to go ahead and add up the pocket to it. So the pocket is always 1 inch below the waistband, okay? 1 inch below the waistband. You see that interface and not stick to it. I don't know why. Normally it's supposed to stick, but if it does stick, if it does stick, none of me as Sabi. I don't know why it made it respect order. Anyway, I'm gonna try to stitch this straight as possible. Half inch away. Do my pin when I get closer to them, so that they will not break my needle again. This part is being kind of puffy. I'm not supposed to be puffy. Let's bring that up here. I want to adjust this pleat here. This part is being puffy. I don't like it to be puffy. So we're gonna go ahead and adjust that up. Okay, make this up go inside here like this. Ah, God. So this side is being puffy here, inward here. The pleat is not where it's supposed to be. So I'll do a little bit of adjustment. Bring it back in here. Okay, like that. I beg. Why? What happened? When I want to do something like that, it's wasting my time. I don't even know what time it is now, because normally I'm supposed to be starting this time. Starting work tomorrow at 8 o'clock, so I don't know what I'm doing here. But anyway, let's see. Two needles. Did I not put a needle where? What happened? Because I don't seem to understand. This is 90 now. I think the needle is 90. Yeah? If it doesn't stitch now, you know what? It means that it's time for us to go and rest. You know something? I don't know if the needle is bent. Why? I will try to begin. The thing was stitching well. That's how the other machine started. I took it to that place. They chopped my 90 € like that for nothing. And tell me that there was nothing wrong with it. That fabric is not thick. This is inky. This is 130. This one came with the machine. There's 90 for leather. Heavy duty. Sure, I did not even realize you know. coming in category. Hey, denim jacket. No, this one is too big. It's 110. 90 for leather, no. 100. Okay, I'm gonna have to check again. Maybe I did not put it well. The leather is well put, so I don't know why it's happening like that. Let me try it again at the beginning. That's one thing you guys don't get to see when we edit video and post it here. When you live stream, you see all these things, but when you do video and post, you don't see those things. Hey, wait, I'm thinking that maybe it's because maybe there was a thing somewhere. Was there a penny inside? No, there's nothing. So let's see. I even struggle to remove the pin before I even get. Because that needle was, this is 90. I just wasted 2 needles like this for nothing. And this needle, the needle that even came with the machine. No, this is, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Anyway, no wahala, no wahala. So now that I am done stitching, I'm just gonna have to flip this over like this. Okay, see, and top stitch it up like that. Top stitch right on it. This time around, I'm not going to break my needle. Okay. I'm making that noise like tick 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 because now I'm going to have to add all my pocket before joining the side seams to it. Right, I'm going to add all the pocket before joining all the side seams to it. I don't know why she chose like it's a must that I must add a pocket. Because for me, adding a pocket that it does. I'm gonna add tiny pocket, not too long, not too big. So you can choose to go ahead and do a pocket square, whatever how you want to do. So can do it like that, and maybe add it. So I'm gonna just place my hand like this. Nobody is supposed to be something like, you see the way I'm just doing it. I folded my, hey, did I fold right side facing right side? Yeah, I forgot cut an answer. No. You go ahead and place right side of your pieces facing right side. Make sure so that by the time we cut the pocket, everything is going to match up. So I'm just going to place my hand like that. Like this. So pocket. You can do square if you wish. So I wanted to make tiny pockets, but this is more than just a 7. So I'm gonna have to cut it up to 7. So the back, so what we're gonna do, bring this up. Remember I said before that the waist pocket are normally 1 inch, okay, away. So this part here, we're gonna go for the inside. So 1 inch from the waistband, or you can even leave 2 inch. Right, so I'm gonna go ahead and do so. That's my video for the window side. Did I even measure it? I said 1 inch, but I did not measure it right. Let's see what I have there. What I left was about 1.025 is good. I'll say it, but I'll not do it 1.025, which is right there. See? .025 from the waistband. This elastic is making me high. I don't really like it. 1.025. I know where I kept the cover of this, my cutter. Pin and pin. So after pinning, what I'm going to do is I'm going to have to take it to the machine and just stitch here. Right, stitch the other side too. Then we'll join the side seam, join the crotch, and we are ready to go. Okay. Okay, so join up like this. I'll stitch that by half an inch. That should have come out again. Excusez-moi. Don't worry, be happy. Normally, I was supposed to press my pleat before doing this. But as you can see, I'm already joining up the sides, meaning that I have to do that later on. Always press so that the pleat will be able to stay together, but you can still do it very well. Okay. Now we are done stitching the pockets. Put our machine aside again. Join the side seams now. Before we go ahead now to join up the crotch edges that the two needed that got broken. So let's put it there. Normally I needed to do this step by step, but I just decided, okay, let me do it now. Because she still has about more than 1 week, even though the only thing now that I have to do is the shirt and the crop top, which is not going to take time. So here we have to join. When I have to bring my elastic, pull that elastic outside a bit like this, right? Now pull my elastic, join this part up like this. I will only have to, you see, join them up, making sure they match up here. And I'm going to pin it up. Okay. Now that I am done pinning it up, you can see. Wait. I want to make sure that we bring these two together. And I'm just going to bring them all together like that. You can top stitch your inner pocket there. Just top stitch the inner side, but I'm leaving it up like that. Right, so my pins, it's not like my pins are not, so bring these parts, making sure I'll bring them all together like this. I don't know, even pins are getting older. The pants is almost done. do the same thing to the other side. So you can see. Let me check something. I'm not going to do something like that the wrong ways. I'm gonna have to stitch one in here. Okay, when I put it up like that, it's gonna be something like this. So I'm gonna have to come here. Wait though, when I added 1 inch for this part. So then I added 1 inch here. 1 inch for the front. That pan is fire. It's given. So and this is the other part of the pin, right? Okay. You try as much as possible for the pocket to be joining because you have to stitch all the way around. Now bring this here, join. So if you see my coconut head, right? You see my coconut head, yeah? And join. Now once we're done joining this side, joining the side of it, making sure everything's good. We will now move to the joining of the crotch together. So we're just simply gonna go ahead and bring them up like this. Make sure they overlap each other. This seams here overlap each other. It's not like overlap, it should be the opposite direction. And check. And here. I'm just doing this because I want to stitch everything along, not like to go and come back. Okay, now it's the stitching time. When I take to the machine, we'll stitch half my 1 inch here and do 1 inch at the sides, and definitely we'll be done with the pants. Okay, we'll be done with the pants. So I'm gonna stitch 1 inch, 1 inch. Right. Now, this is stitching time. I don't even have my wash here. I wanted to take the wash time. But look at how I'm going to be stitching up this pocket. I will have to stitch like this all the way around. Make sure that getting close to my pin, I remove it. I don't want to break my needle again. Okay. Okay. button. Okay, here. Why is this one looking upside down like that? You know, actually, this part here I have to zigzag. So I do the same thing here. I said it. I almost stitch on my pins, and that needle, that thread just cut like that. From here. Okay. Okay, move the pin. I'm a very stubborn person. I'm not removing pins. Ah, shit. When I get close, I remove the pin so that it will not break my needle. But I still want to stitch on. Okay, so we are done with the side seams. Next thing we're gonna do is the inner So let's see. I'll start stitching from there. I did this one to face this way. Yeah. Okay. And done the pant, the kimono, the only thing I have to worry about, which I'm going to do on Friday, should be the crotch. And this one. Guys, I mean, if you don't finish this bunch of it, I'm just going to leave it. So, next thing I have to do to trim all the excess, zigzag that up because I have to zigzag it, this part to keep it neat, right? You see? Zigzag to keep it neat, and also iron it up. Pin. Iron it up. The pleat, so the pleats will stay as thick. My goodness, I think I'm gonna have to create one of this for me myself. The pan is gorgeous. That's beautiful. God. Can you imagine something? And when I added the last of God, the village people are staking. I was just thinking, why is this part being longer than the other side? I added the elastic to the front. No, this cannot be the front. This is the front and it's the back. No, this is the front end. I almost went it right now. So this is it. I'm gonna have to press this up. Make sure that this pleat they lay down flat. Everything should lay down flat, and then we hem this part up. But I have to zigzag that before hemming it up, and it's done. The inner pocket is there. This is the back, because if you notice, the band of the front is a bit wider than the elastic. That's why it's looking like that. So this is the inner pocket of it, the two inner pocket. Right, so next thing is to do to press everything up, lay it flat, and we are ready to rock. The pan is very beautiful. I love it. Put it on with that kimono jacket. It's good to go. Right, thank you so much, guys. Hope to see you some other time. I don't know where she went and wasted too much material like that. Got it. Thank you.